And now, your first Alert 5 weather.
I do want to start off with a couple of fall photos. It's looking gorgeous near St. Elmo, and Mueller State Park is looking awesome. Many of our mountain zones are near peak or past peak now, especially in northern Colorado, but we are still feeling hot. We're not feeling like October, at least quite literally in Colorado Springs. We have a new October all-time record high in Colorado Springs, where we made it to 88 degrees today. The previous October record was 87, and the previous record for October 2nd was 84. We blew that one away. In Pueblo, we tied the October record today at 94. We blew away the October 2nd daily record that was 91. It was hot across the state. We had mostly 70s, 80s, and 90s. Plenty of 90s in eastern Colorado. And we are so unusually warm because we've got a general ridge of high pressure across the atmosphere across the United States. We need this polar jet stream to move south to give us some cooler air, to give us some storms, to give us some moisture, but it's going to stay locked up to the north. So we really just have to rely on weak cold fronts at the surface to give us a cool down and a break from the heat. And that's what we're going to get tomorrow. Cold front moves in during the morning, and we'll have gusty wind behind it, and we'll be a little cooler. Temperatures sneak back up by the time we get to Saturday, but then in the evening, our next cold front comes in, and that will temper us back down to the 70s for Sunday. And so with these cold fronts, expect breezy conditions as they pass through. We'll be gusting around 20 to 25 miles per hour tomorrow in the Springs and Pueblo, and our temperatures will be cooler than they were today. But that's not saying much, seeing as it was incredibly hot and record-breaking. We'll have 40s and 50s for most of us tonight. That's about 5 to 10 degrees above normal for our overnight temperatures. Tomorrow afternoon, 70s and 80s, almost 10 degrees above average tomorrow, even with that cool down. 70s and 80s in the Pikes Peak region, and mostly 80s along the Arkansas River. And then as we look ahead to Friday, just a touch cooler to 77. That boost of heat returns Saturday, possibly breaking the record again for Saturday afternoon. And we're going to be very dry. The wind is going to pick up as that next front moves in during the afternoon. I'm concerned about fire danger that day, but behind that front will be cooler on Sunday to the middle 70s. In Pueblo, 80s for a couple days. 90s sneak back into the forecast Saturday. That could tie the record that day. Then we're cooler on Sunday. 77 should feel very nice. Canyon City, we're in the mid to low 80s for the rest of this week. Saturday's a toasty one. Some prefrontal warming is expected, then cooling to the 70s Sunday. And finally for Woodland Park, we'll have middle 70s for the next couple of days, cooling to the low 70s Sunday. We stay in the low 70s next week.